Just when I thought I held his heart in Tennessee, I should've known better than to chase that wind to Abilene. I walked him right back into her old domain. I walked him right back into her old domain. I wasn't a match for that kind of Texas flame. She's from Texas, I can tell by the way he's two-stepping round the floor, and judging by the smile that's written on his face, I can't do a thing anymore. It doesn't take a crystal bossy, a cowboy on with Chris Whiskey finds a road to leave, drinking whiskey all by myself. He's choosing Texas, I can tell. Well, I guess he forgot about that Smoky Mountain rain, those old country tunes and the Memphis blues we used to claim. He always hum Amarillo by morning, late at night. He always hummed Amarillo by morning, late at night. I should have seen the warning in the dashboard light. She's from Texas, I can tell by the way he's two-stepping round the floor, and judging by the smile that's written on his face, I can't do a thing anymore. It doesn't take a crystal bossy, a cowboy on with Chris Whiskey finds a road to leave, drinking whiskey all by myself. He's choosing Texas, I can tell. Now I'm eastbound and down, and I can't help but cry, 'cause Interstate 40 gets lonelier with every mile. I know that his mind wasn't ever gonna bend, 'cause his heart's with the Lone Star until the very end. She's from Texas, I can tell by the way it doesn't take a crystal bossy, a cowboy on with Chris Whiskey finds a road to leave, drinking whiskey all by myself. Not when I thought I had him in Tennessee. The neon's fading out, the room is clearing of the crowd. I don't wanna leave, it's closing in on 3, and we both know what this is about. Yeah, the clock is running down, it's a bitter, quiet song. After this last sip, you're turning around, and I'll be moving along. We're never gonna make it work. Let's just say goodbye and walk through the dirt. Once we pass that heavy old door, we won't be who we were before. Yeah, the clock is running down, a few tears are gonna fall. We're heading home to a lonely wall. We won't look back to this smoke and dust, there's nothing left here for us. One final look in your eyes, step a little closer under the skies, hold me tight before the morning light, and mean it when you kiss me goodbye. We're never gonna make it work. Let's just say goodbye and walk through the dirt. Once we pass that know we don't breathe unless we're in a daze, and someone's walking out the gate, and someone's walking out the gate. It's not like we haven't tried to put our pride aside, but that's just not our way. We're finished with the games we used to play. That's why we were like a storm against the shore, breaking every glass. We've been hiding on the floor. I pour it out on you, you pour it back on me too. Yeah, we know a little fire leads to heaven every time. That's why we war. That's why we war. That's why we war. I tried the neon lights, chasing crowds through the weekend nights. Yeah, I was acting like a goodbye didn't leave a scar. I tried to burn the bridge and shut the blinds, but look at what I left behind. I've tried every single trick in the book, except facing the ground that you shook. So tonight, I ain't gonna smile like my world ain't burning. I'm drinking nothing but the whiskey turning. I ain't gonna lie, I'm so lonesome I could die. Gonna pour my heart to it, sit alone and think. Ain't going home since you walked out the door. I tried to wild it out on the floor, but tonight I'm done with the substitute. I'm gonna paint the town blue, gaze through the smoke where the shadows fall, staring at the cracks on a dive bar wall. Gonna let this barely beating heart just break underneath the weight of the promise you take. Yeah, I've been acting like I'm doing just fine, but hell, I'm running out of time. Gonna smile like my world ain't burning. I'm drinking nothing but the whiskey turning. I ain't gonna lie, I'm so lonesome I could die. Gonna pour my heart to it, sit alone and think. Ain't going home since you walked out the door. I tried to wild it out on the floor, but tonight I'm done with the substitute. I'm gonna paint the town blue. No more running from the truth. Tonight I'm painting it blue, just plain blue. The neon's fading out, the room is clearing of the crowd. I don't wanna leave, it's closing in on 3. And We both know what this is about. Yeah, the clock is running down. It's a bitter, quiet song. After this last sip, you're turning around, and I'll be moving along. We're never gonna make it work. Let's just say goodbye and walk through the dirt. Once we step past that heavy oak door, we won't be who we were. We won't be who we were before. A few tears are gonna fall. We're heading home to a lonely wall. We won't look back to this smoking dust. There's nothing left here for us. One final look in your eyes. Step a little closer under the skies. Hold me tight before the morning light, and mean it when you kiss me goodbye. We're never gonna make it work. Let's just say goodbye and walk through the dirt. Once we step past that heavy oak door, we won't be who we were before. No more trying, no more lies, just the cold truth under fading skies. We'll never be the same. No, never the same. We're never gonna make it work. Let's just say goodbye and walk through the dirt. Once we step past that heavy oak door, we won't be who we were. We won't be who we were before. The lights are turning up bright. It's almost 3 on a Sunday night, and I think we both know the clock has run out. I sit in the quiet of this room, staring at the shadows and the moon. I continue this one-way conversation. I'm listening close, but you don't say a word. If your answer is in the silence, I'll be patient. But it's heavy to know if my prayer is heard. I wait for a whisper, a sign to confirm if we're still holding on to each other. I mostly call out your name when the world doesn't play by my game. I come with my questions, my heavy mistakes, and my doubts that keep me awake. Always caught up in my own little world, always asking for the wind to be stirred. But tonight I just wanna sit still and surrender my own stubborn will. I continue this one-way conversation. I'm listening close, but you don't say a word. If your answer is in the silence, I'll be patient. But it's heavy to know if my prayer is heard. I wait for a whisper, a sign to confirm. Are we still talking to each other? Though I know I've wandered too far, losing sight of the northern star. I wanna go back to the peace that I knew when it was just me and you. I continue this one-way just a whisper in the dark. Let me know you're still there in the silence. I used to chase this so hard, I swear I could taste it. Doing whatever it took, paid all my dues to get where I am. So won't waste it. And honestly it feels so good, but I miss my mom and that small town drama. I got exactly what I wished for, but what if my heart is still looking for more? A house on the hill, a horse in the yard, a horse in the yard, a pup at my feet, just strumming this old guitar, watching the sunset with dinner on the stove, a man stepping in and out of his dusty clothes while I'm out here living the dream. All I really want is seems some down a little as I lay down and close my eyes. I'm just looking for something simple. I don't care about being at the bar. I wanna sit on the back porch under the stars with no makeup on my face. With no makeup on my face. Don't wanna stare at a screen all day. I just can't wait for that quiet embrace when the highway finally fades away. A house on the hill, a horse in the yard, a horse in the yard, a pup at my feet, just strumming this old guitar, watching the sunset with dinner on the stove, a man stepping in and out of his dusty clothes while I'm out here living the dream. All I really want is seems some down a little as I lay down and close my eyes. I'm just looking for something simple. Isn't it funny how the things you pray for tend to change with time? From wishing I was singing under big bright neon lights to wishing I was heading home tonight. To that house on the hill, a horse in the yard, a pup at my feet, just strumming my feet, just strumming this old guitar, watching the souls while I'm out here living the dream. All I really want is seems some down a little as I lay down and close my eyes. I'm just looking for something simple. Yeah, just something simple. Just me and my guitar on the hill. Toss the trash from the floorboards, scrub the stains off the cloth, adjusted the rear view glass, found a face I finally know. Oh, finally know. The air smells like the cedar woods, clean and sharp against the grain. I am the hammer and the iron, building a house out of dirt. I feel the wind on my skin, not a single thing left to prove, nothing to prove. I'm better off on my own. I took the rings off the counter, placed them in a rusted jar. The map is wide across the dashboard, marking lines you'll never cross. Never cross. My boots are heavy on the pedals, leaving tracks you can't erase. I am the hammer and the iron, building a house out of dirt. I feel the wind on my skin, not a single thing left to prove, nothing to prove. I'm better off on my own. can carry my own name. Carry my own name. I am the hammer and the iron, building a house out of dirt. I feel the wind on my skin, not a single thing left to prove, nothing to prove. I'm better off on my own. Just dirt and stone, watching the dust rise. I'm finally gone. Yeah, I'm gone. I sit in the quiet of this room, staring at the shadows and the moon. I continue this one-way conversation. I'm listening close, but you don't say a word. If your answer is in the silence, but it's heavy to know if my prayer is heard. I wait for a whisper, a sign to confirm if we're still holding on to each other. I continue this one-way conversation. I'm listening close, but you don't say a word. If your answer is in the silence, I'll be patient. But it's heavy to know if my prayer is heard. I wait for a whisper, a sign to confirm. Are we still talking to each other? I mostly call out your name when the world doesn't play by my game. I come with my questions, my heavy mistakes, and my doubts that keep me awake. Always caught up in my own little world, always asking for the wind to be stirred. But tonight I just want to sit still and surrender my own stubborn will. I continue this one-way conversation. I'm listening close, but you don't say a word. If your answer is in the silence, I'll be patient. But it's heavy to know if my prayer is heard. I wait for a whisper, a sign to confirm. Are we still talking to each other? Though I know I've wandered too far, losing sight of the northern star. I wanna go back to the peace that I knew when it was just me and you. I continue this one-way conversation. I'm listening close, but you don't say a word. If your answer is in the silence, I'll be patient. But it's heavy to know if my prayer is heard. I wait for a whisper, a sign to confirm. Are we still talking to each other? Just a whisper in the dark, let me know you're still there in the silence. You know I'm burning up when it's late at night and you're stumbling from the street, and I see your eyes turn cold when a ghost from my past starts calling me. I push your buttons, you pull me to the edge. You pull me to the edge, but honey, we're still here instead. That's why we were like a storm against the shore, breaking every glass. We've been hiding on the floor. I pour it out on you, you pour it back on me too. Yeah, we know a little fire leads to heaven every time. That's why we war. We know we don't breathe unless we're in a daze, and someone's walking out the gate, and someone's walking out the gate. It's not like we haven't tried to put our pride aside, but that's just not our way. We're finished with the games we used to play. That's why we were like a storm against the shore, breaking every glass. We've been hiding on the floor. I pour it out on you, you pour it back on me too. Yeah, we know a little fire leads to heaven every time. That's why we were. That's why we were. Seasons come and seasons go, I guess. Lately I've been making quite a mess inside my head, but I've got memories I like to keep around. When this big old world start drifting, play that tune, the one we used to sing under the skies of June, where the blue is endless like a summer trend, and just like that I'm back in love with life again. Dreaming about that ride through the evening wind, heading back to where my days begin, when a quiet starts to mend. Underneath the pines, a palm on a quarter horse again, and just like that I'm back in love with life again. See that red dirt, hear that front porch swing. I can hear my grandma start to sing. When the shadows stretch, I'm drifting to that place, humming those sweet lines of Amazing Grace, where the air is sweet and the amazing grace, where the air is sweet and the fields extending. Just like that I'm back in love with life again. Dreaming about that ride through the evening wind, heading back to where my days begin, when a quiet starts to mend. Underneath the pines, a palm on a quarter horse again, and just like that I'm back in love with life again. I know I'm not the only one who watches day turn into night, hoping that the sunset brings a little bit of light to turn the page of dust right off this heart. Dreaming about that ride through the evening wind, heading back to where my days begin, when a quiet starts to mend. Underneath the pines, a palm on a quarter horse again, and just like that I'm back in love with life again. Yeah, I'm loving this life again, and just like that, in love with life again. I'm looking through a clearer lens today. I guess it's time to grow, to find another way, to start a brand new page. Yeah, I've been slowing down and looking deep inside, wanting better things this spring, to watch the garden grow along the porch tonight. It's butterfly season, I'm finding my pace. Time to leave that shadow in yesterday's place, heading for the open sky and lavender fields. Don't know where the wind blows, just know how to fly. Guess I just need patience, a little bit of room to let the roses bloom. It's butterfly season, I'm finding my pace. Time to leave the shadow in yesterday's place. Heading for the open sky and lavender fields. Don't know where the wind blows, just know how to fly. I barely recognize the girl from last October. Now that the long dark winter days are over, I wanna show her who we are under the sun. Look at all the flowers when June has just begun, when a new life is won. It's butterfly season, I found my wings. Time to leave that shadow in the winter things. Heading for the open sky and lavender fields. Don't know where the wind blows, just know how it feels. Yeah, it's time to fly. Time to spread these wings and go. Watch the lavender grow. It's time to fly.